So as we're sitting, whether that's on a chair or on the floor, whatever feels comfortable. Now if you're sitting on a chair, and if you can cross the foot over the leg like this, if you're sitting on a chair, that's great. If not, if you have a tennis ball or a golf ball, you can use these on the floor to massage underneath the foot. So we're going to be working our feet, opening up all the space in our feet for us to be able to be completely grounded to start the rest of the week. So if you don't have a ball or not able to reach your feet, perhaps you live with someone who's very kind and wouldn't mind massaging your feet for you. Perhaps you can swap. So I'll talk us over the routine, and you can press pause on the video at any time to either get a ball or massage your own feet, or see if there's a kind person at home. So we want to warm our hands up first, creating some chi and energy between the hands. That's great. And I'm going to take one foot over the other leg. If that's uncomfortable, you can work with the foot on the floor. It's not a problem at all. Finding what's comfortable for you. And you can sit on a cushion or a block if you have one of these. Really making sure you're comfortable. So once we've generated some chi and ki in the hands, we'll come to the foot. And we're going to squeeze the foot all over. Just a general squeeze. I think you can see that. Giving the foot a whole squeeze. Kind of being curious, as though you've never met your foot before. Like, what shape is it? What does it feel like? Squeezing it all over. And we're going to think about all the spaces in between the bones, muscles and tendons. So we can breathe and be able to be grounded through our feet. And then from here, how is it to release the foot so it's quite relaxed? And how is it to just move the foot? Exploring which way the bones move in the foot. So you can hold the lower leg and take the foot for a wiggle. See which way the metatarsals move. That's these bones in the foot that run up from the phalanges, from the toes. Lovely. And then if you can, with your thumbs, work underneath the sole of your foot. So from the heel. I'll move this way so you can see. So I'm working from the heel up the centre of my foot. So if some of you have done reflexology, that's working the spine. And in Chinese medicine, there's that wonderful point here, just underneath the ball of the foot and kind of in the centre, kidney 1, where the kidney channel starts. And very much to do, connected with the spine. So pushing the thumbs up the sole of the foot, waking up the sole of the foot. Lovely. And then from here, starting at the little toe, I'm going to squeeze the little toe from where it's attached to the foot, all the way to the nail, and then give it a little wiggle. So I'm squeezing the toe and then giving a little wiggle. Next one, so third toe, giving a squeeze and then a little wiggle. And again, squeezing toe, giving a little wiggle. Same with the big toe, but I'm going to take hold of the whole toe with my hand, giving it a squeeze all the way to the top and then giving it a little wiggle. Lovely. So same kind of wiggle. You can take the heel of the foot and circle that bone. So the fancy words, the calcaneus. So moving the calcaneus in circles, changing direction. or seeing what movement is there. Great. And then just to finish, we'll take the fingertips, like when we do tapping all over the body. So we're going to tap with very loose wrists and hands like this, like cooked spaghetti. And we're going to tap underneath on the sole of the foot, waking up the feet. Great. And then one last squeeze. And then if you're sitting on the floor, you can just place your feet on the floor. If you're sitting on a chair, just placing the feet on the ground and just noticing how your feet feel. Do they feel any different? Is there any change? Doesn't matter if there is or if there isn't, but just noticing. My left foot feels a lot softer and more spread, and the right foot feels a bit more clunky. So let's swap feet and do the same on the other side. So I'll talk it through still. So warming the hands with chi and ki, and then we're going to squeeze the foot all over. Just a general squeeze, waking it up. Getting to know your foot, or if you have a lovely friend at home, perhaps they can help you get to know your foot. Or the tennis ball on the floor. So keep squeezing the foot. So if you have the ball on the floor, going round the foot and seeing which part of the foot needs a bit more attention. There's so many places on the foot to massage. Great. And then from here, having a relaxed foot, seeing which direction the bones move. So flexing and pointing the foot, manipulating sideways. Like this. Twist. Only going as far as is comfortable with each movement. And then I'll move so you can see, with the thumbs, pressing through the centre of the foot, connected to the spine, from the heel all the way to the ball of the foot and the toes. We can press this wonderful point, kidney 1, called the bubbling spring. So it's where we can really ground and connect with the earth when we're standing or sitting. Lovely. And then coming to the toes, working from the little toe, giving it a squeeze and then a little wiggle. A squeeze and then a wiggle. A squeeze down the next toe and a wiggle. And then a squeeze and a wiggle. And then taking the big toe, giving that a good big squeeze. This one's great for our balance. And then giving that one a wiggle. And then the same with the heel bone. You can hold the lower leg with the other hand and take the heel for a circle or an attempted circle. See how it feels today. So moving the calcaneus and in the different direction as well. Perhaps one foot's easier to move the heel than the other. Just noticing how it feels. Great. And then releasing that. And then like we do with the tapping, we're going to use loose wrists and hands. We're just going to tap all over the sole of the foot, round the sides of the instep here, waking up the foot, waking it up so we can breathe into the soles of the feet and be more grounded. And then just giving a general squeeze all over the foot. Great. So if you are sitting, placing the feet on the ground. So if you're sitting in a chair, you can place your feet on the ground. If you're sitting on the floor, you can also just gently rest your feet. Oh, that feels much better, much more equal in my feet. So from here, thinking of all the tiny movements that we do, we're just going to come onto all fours. So whatever's comfortable way around for you. Don't forget you can use the chair as well. So if you're using the chair and you're standing, you want to make sure your spine's still nice and long, and then you can just rest the weight into your hands, leaning in. So your spine won't be in this action, it will probably be in a different angle. But keeping the tail nice and long, the tailbone nice and long, and the spine up towards the skull, suspended between the shoulder and the pelvis.